The purpose of this video is for you to be able to describe the different reaction types and compare them to a middle school dance. Now, in skating, there are all these different jumps, and the skater takes off and the skater lands, and I have no clue what the heck they're doing. It's a triple Lutz, it's a triple axel, it's a triple toe loop, and that's because I know very little about skating. It turns out, after a little quick research, this site actually explains it very well, that the distinction is mainly in how the skater takes off. Some you do forward, some you take off this foot, this edge, and that's what makes them distinct. And reactions are distinct by what the chemicals do. And we're going to talk about 5 different types of reactions. There are more, but we're going to talk about 5 like beginner reaction types. The first is a synthesis. And a synthesis is when you take 2 or more substances and you combine them into a more complicated substance. For example, I take nitrogen and oxygen gas and I go on to make dinitrogen pentaoxide. Now, at a middle school dance, that would be like 2 people who aren't dancing, and they dance. That's a synthesis reaction. The next reaction is a decomposition, and a decomposition is essentially the opposite of a synthesis, where I have one thing that breaks down into 2 things. And in a middle school dance, those 2 people that were dancing, they separate and they stop dancing. The next type of reaction is a single displacement. Now, a single displacement looks like this, and you can see that the zinc here basically takes the place of the hydrogen within this compound. And I end up with zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. So an element takes the place of another element within a compound. So the zinc takes the place of the hydrogen and now bonds with the chlorine, and the hydrogen goes off. At a middle school dance, this is like 2 people are dancing and a third party comes along and takes the place of one of the other parties. The next one is double displacement. Double displacement reactions look like this, where now I've got 2 things that are swapping. If you look, I've got the K swaps with the H, and the H now goes over here. Alright? And then I end up with KBr, potassium bromide, and HOH, dihydrogen oxide, or water. So, double displacement was 2 ions switch places within 2 compounds. The ions that are switching are the K and the H, or the OH and the Br. Alright? And at a middle school dance, that's like 2 different couples trading partners. Alright. Now, a combustion reaction is kind of a unique category because in the sense that it's a little bit different. This is when I have a hydrocarbon, and a hydrocarbon is something that has carbon and hydrogen in it. For example, in this case, this is propane. It combines with oxygen to form water and carbon dioxide. All right. One thing that's not written here is the heat. These types of reactions give off lots of heat and energy. Now, at a middle school dance, would be like 2 people dancing so hard and so fast that their feet make the boards of the gym floor burst into flames. And this would be a combustion reaction.